Pain throws your heart to the ground. Love turns the whole thing around. But I know the heart of life is good. I know it's good.
Hello, Evanston, and thanks for joining me on this Friday, March 19th. I'm your host, Whitney Allen. Well, coming up in today's show, new information regarding the 3 Evanston men charged with a hate crime for beating up a gay man. We'll have all those details, plus why the city may have to reopen a closed budget and make more cuts. Now, we'll have all these stories and much more right after this short break. Welcome back. I'm your host, Whitney Allen. Well, topping our headlines today, the 3 young men arrested for hate crimes were formally accused on Wednesday. Kevin McAndrew, Benjamin Eder, and Sean Little were originally given misdemeanors for beating a gay man on the CTA Red Line back in January. However, the misdemeanors were dismissed and the prosecution decided to pursue more serious charges. The 3 men have been arraigned and the hearing is scheduled for March 26th. If convicted, they each face up to 5 years in prison. And in other news, the city balanced the budget, but now the state is throwing it off. The Illinois Governor Patrick Quinn announced that there may be a large cutback in state revenue. The announcement comes after Quinn had previously reassured town mayors, including ours, Mayor Elizabeth Tisdale, that no cuts would be made. Now Tisdale fears that the budget may have to be reopened and more cuts back on the chopping block. And the city may be lacking money, but it's rich in history. The exhibit called Lifting as We Climb, Evanston Women and the Creation of a Community opens today at 7:30 p.m. The exhibit displays 3 years of intense research into Evanston women, including hundreds of interviews, pictures, objects, and information having to do with the history of women in Evanston. Along with opening up the exhibit, the project will also open up a website that will have an online database of Evanston women and organization. The exhibit will be open Thursday through Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. And from historic women to a historic building, Northwestern wants to turn a former seminary building into a dining hall. However, this decision, which has already been approved by the city, is now being challenged by a couple who lives nearby the old Gothic building. The Zoning Board of Appeals met this week to hear testimony from those against the city's approval of the dining hall, but the final decision will not be made until April. And traffic on Harrison Road may be backed up for a while due to another renovation taking place. Construction on Harrison between Lombard Street and the Center Street is scheduled to begin on March 29th. Through federal funds from the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, the city plans to improve the stretch of road with new lighting, sidewalks, and trees. Now we'll be right back after this short break.
I'm Audrey. I'm Abby. I saved Audrey from drowning right here in this pool.
I was 5.
I was 4.
And thank goodness for Abby, she just reached in and pulled me up.
I'll never forget the 2 little hands connecting.
That was Abby's little hand.
We learned a technique in swim class that the Red Cross did. If I hadn't learned aquatic safety from the Red Cross, I wouldn't have been able to save my friend that day.
I'm very grateful.
Welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Whitney Allen. Well, District 56 is teaming up with the Evanston Public Library to help kids read. Through a program called Smart Start, kindergartners will go through a special curriculum to have them reading at grade level by the time they reach 3rd grade. The first workshop will be held on April 13th for parents and pre-kindergartner children. Now, that's all we have for today. Make sure to check out Weekends with Whitney this Saturday at 10 a.m. when we bring the latest fashion trends to Evanston. All you have to do is go to the homepage and click Weekends with Whitney. So that's all we have for today. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Once again, I'm your host, Whitney Allen, in the studio. We'll see you right back here on Monday.